verse 42. This is the verse I want to preach on. And daily in the temple and in every house they ceased not to teach and preach Jesus Christ. That's my text verse tonight. And daily in the temple and in every house they ceased not to teach and preach Jesus Christ. Now, we believe strongly at this church in door-to-door soul winning. But not just only door-to-door soul winning. We believe in just personal soul winning. I mean, one person taking the Bible and showing another person how to be saved one-on-one or a couple people at a time. All throughout the Bible, this is the pattern that God used. Philip and the Ethiopian eunuch, we see in Acts chapter 8. A man who was preaching to great crowds in Samaria. He's a man who was seeing great things happen, and God pulled him out of there and told him to go to the desert in the wilderness of Gaza. And there he found one man, an Ethiopian man, riding in a chariot, sat down beside him, and won him to Christ just one-on-one. Got that man saved. Jesus and Nicodemus in John chapter 3. Jesus spends time one-on-one preaching the gospel to get somebody saved. Jesus and the woman at the well. Again, one-on-one, personal soul winning. Jesus and the two blind men that we see in Matthew chapter 9, and on and on and on. Ananias and the Apostle Paul. On and on we see people doing soul winning in the Bible. Now here we see in Acts 5:42, daily in the temple and in every house. Now when God says every house, you better know that he means every house. That means that they knocked every single door in the city of Jerusalem. Here's another great verse for you. You don't have to turn there. Acts 20:20. Paul is preaching, and he says, "Now I kept back nothing that was profitable unto you, but have showed you and have taught you publicly and from house to house." What does he mean by publicly? Well, that's the same thing as in the temple. They would go to the temple, they would assemble a great group there, a crowd, and they would preach to that crowd. They would preach kind of a public service, is what that's about. And then you have house to house, door to door, daily in the temple, every house. Hey, the Bible teaches to go out and preach the gospel to every creature. It's a command of God.